right. Hello, everybody. It's been a while since we've had this view, but welcome on in. Soul Commodore here, back at you again, and we're doing some more art today. On Twitter, I said we were doing more charcoal drawing, but I'm a damn dirty liar because it turns out on my way home from work, I changed my mind, and we're actually going to be doing some painting because we need to start some work on these paintings that we're doing for this show that's coming up, and this is going to be a little different. This base here, the base of this painting is acrylic. We're going to probably touch up the background a bit with acrylic eventually, but the actual figure that you see kind of sketched out here is going to be done with water mixable oil paint. Why water mixable? My girlfriend does not like the smell of turpentine or paint thinner. I'd rather not use turpentine or paint thinner just myself, even though I love those smells. It's just messy to work with, and it's just a pain and a hassle. Whereas water soluble oil paint, to clean the brushes, all you need to do... Yo, we got a kinda cute raid with kinda cute Reezy. Thank you for the raid, Reezy. Welcome on in, welcome on in. How are you? Hello, Alex Playsom. Let's get a dual shout out here. For those of you who don't know Reezy, very, very chill person, very cool person. Does a lot of gaming. You were doing some more Legends of Arceus today, right? Yeah, Legends of Arceus. Nice, nice. How was your stream? How was your stream? For those of you who don't know me, I am Soul Commodore. I am an an artist who does some art streams and also does some games every once and again. Also, no problem for the shout out. You deserve it. Thank you very much for gracing your presence with a raid. Like, this is awesome. I feel very touched. Heck yeah, we did a split stream today between Elder Scrolls and Oh, very nice, very nice, very nice. I like that. I like that. So today we're delving into something a little new. Instead of doing a charcoal drawing, the base of this... I should mention I also play games every once and again. Like right now we're playing Paper Mario and Celeste. But primarily we do art. So the base of this is an acrylic paint, but we are going to be using water mixable, water soluble oil paint. Now, in case it doesn't make any sense to anybody, you're always here for the art. Well, I appreciate it. I appreciate it. In case any of you are like, how does water and oil paint mix? Well, here's how. So for regular oil paint, just your standard run-of-the-mill oil paint, you need to use a paint thinner, turpentine, some kind of solvent to clean your brushes, right? Water-soluble oil paint, you do not. What you do instead is you need to get... Oh, you made a new emote. I like that. I like that. You love drawing and painting yourself, so great to be here. Well, thank you, Alex. I appreciate that. Yo, Chitanda. You want $1 million? Me too. Me too. Welcome in. I'm glad you're doing well. I'm just explaining how water-soluble oil paint works, because it doesn't make any sense, right? But here's how it works. So you got your oil paint, right? Like I said, for regular oil paint, you need a solvent to clean the brushes. For water-soluble oil paint, you need an old bar of laundry soap. So what happens is the soap, the soap molecules actually bind to the pigment that's in the brushes and helps whisk it away. Which you can't do with regular oil paint, but for water-soluble oil paint, it's not really water-soluble per se. It's more soap-soluble, I guess. It's weird, but it works. And it's a lot less messy and a lot less smelly than using solvent. Even though personally I love the smell of turpentine, I love the smell of paint thinner. Other people who I love, who live in this apartment with me, do not. So It looks like you picked that up from my Oma's house. Yeah, yeah. Like, no one uses bars of laundry soap anymore. But I do. And this is actually the first oil paint that I'm going to be doing in years. Like, probably since I was in school. So, we've got a brand new vinyl here that we're going to mess up with paint. We didn't retire the old one. This one's still kicking around. But this is for acrylic paint. This one's going to be for oil. Lurk mode, refreshing food and water. Hey, yeah, no worries, no worries. Thank you for the lurk, Reezy. And yeah, anybody else who's coming in, if you need a restroom break, a food break, a water break, or you just need a break from watching streams, feel free. You're under no obligation to come here. I just appreciate y'all coming in. But since Reezy's lurking, you know I gotta hit her with it. I always feel like somebody's watching me. Thank you for the lurk, Reezy, and hopefully you get something delicious, and hopefully you get some nice refreshing water or whatever else you're drinking. Bars of laundry soap, yeah, yeah. So this record that we're using as a palette is Music Magic from, is it like 1979? We've got Emotion by Samantha Sang, Peg, Steely Dan. It's a compilation record. Blue by Crystal Gale, Boogie Nights by Heatwave, Getting Ready for Love by Diana Ross. Yeah, this is record 1 of 2, so it's actually a twofer in this. But I'm not going to listen to this record because a lot of the songs that I would want to listen on this record, I already have on other records, so I don't particularly need this one. So we're going to get our palette ready with our paint. Oh, it has been a very long time, y'all, since I've smelled oil paint. I don't mind the smell, but I forgot how strong it was. Also, one thing that I do that some people find kind of interesting is I only ever use 5 colors with any paint that I'm using. I only use 5 colors. We've got black and white, titanium white, and for oil paint, I use ivory black. If we're doing acrylic, I use Mars black because Mars black is a little bit darker. And then we've got cerulean blue, and we've got cadmium red and cadmium yellow hue. They're just the hues, don't worry. There's no actual cadmium in these. Now we can call you 5 Color Soul? Yeah, you could. You could. Yeah, I only ever use 5 colors. It makes things cheaper. And also, you know, it's all I need. Yo, another raid. L, thank you for the raid. Okay, we got to do some more shoutouts before we get paint in here. How are you? How was your art stream? Welcome on in, everybody. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Soul Commodore. I am an artist who does art streams, also plays games every once and again. And we're kind of getting back into the swing of things. Now we've got a shout out for L. It's going surprisingly well. Awesome, awesome. And Rain immediately redeemed the karaoke. What if I need to put some silver in my art? Oh, well, then I just mix some white and black together and hope that it comes out kind of silvery. Super Redrius 64. I like that. I like that. Well, welcome on in, everybody. Rain, I will get that up in just a second. Yeah, where's my countdown timer? Okay, what time is it now? 21. No, 22. Oh. Okay, actually we're gonna change that a little bit. We're going to make that 23, and we'll start in 57 seconds. I also got to get rid of the live in. There we go. Now we got the timer on the thing. What are we working on? We are working on some figure painting, which will be very interesting. We're doing that with oil paint. So we're working in a slightly different medium today. And I was just mentioning that it's been a very long time since I've well, to be honest, Chitanda, I didn't forget this time. It's just I'm kind of on a deadline with this painting, so I want to get this one done in this session if I can. If I can. Oh, I'm supposed to start singing. I'm supposed to start singing, 'cause that's what we've got going on today. Figure painting is so good for your artwork. I should really do more of it. Figured you had a reason for it. That I do. I should also do more figure painting. So we'll see how this goes. Now which brush am I gonna use? I think we'll start with this one. I think we'll start with this one. It's nice and small, and if we make any mistakes, it'll be easy enough to fix. Alright. So let me bring up my reference image. Where did it go? Where did it go? Anyway, how y'all doing? Hope y'all having a good day. Also, L, in case I missed it, what is it that you're working on? Yo. Yo, Gray Cat, thank you for the resub for 9 months. Really do appreciate it. You also redeemed the karaoke redeem, so let me put 5 more minutes on. There we go. Welcome in, welcome in. How you doing today? Rain, thank you for the glug glug. I'm doing well, thank you for asking. I'm doing a schematic style illustration of some nerd shit for my dad's present. Engineering on the Enterprise TNG version. That sounds absolutely incredible. Alright, I'm nervous, y'all. I don't know how this is gonna go, 'cause I haven't done figure painting in a very long time. But I guess we'll just see how it goes. It's really all that you can do. Have faith and block it in like it's any other thing. I believe in you. Thank you, Ella. Wait, I thought you said finger painting. No, not this time, but probably eventually. Could have sworn I heard you say finger painting. No, that couldn't be me. Finger painting with oils is dangerous. We'll have to get him some skin safe tempera. Yo, blue bubble, welcome in. Welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing well. So I should mention that today was kind of an interesting day. Finally got to meet my team from work for the first time in person, 'cause we've all been working from home. So that was kinda cool. You do see a portrait being painted. We're doing some figure painting today for this new batch of work that I'm doing. Not sure how it will turn out, but Elle gave me some confidence earlier, so I'm feeling a little bit better. If you go back into the VOD and see if I said finger painting, you might not find what you're looking for. For these figures, I'm not looking for them to be 100% realistic, 'cause they're gonna be abstracted anyway. I just kinda wanna get a general shape down, and then just kinda go from there. So we'll see how that goes. Hopefully it goes well. As a matter of fact, Blue Bubble, 2 people did. Like immediately when they came into the stream. I'm talking immediate. Not that I mind. So these pieces that I'm working on right now. Hey, I don't, oh, you don't mind at all. I don't mind at all. You know what, I had to do it again. So I'll add 5 more minutes. There we go. Thank you, Gray. I really do love singing. You're not wrong. You're not wrong at all, wrong at all. Like I said, these figures that I'm working on are not going to be the most realistic thing. I just kind of want to get a general shape down, 'cause we're going to be abstracting anyways. So if I can just block in color, well, if he's singing, we can get him to sing lyrics like hanging on the other side, I won't give up till the end of me. I'm what you get when the stars collide. Now face it, you're just an enemy. I know that's not the correct melody, 'cause I don't know how that song goes. But I hope I did it justice, at the very least. It's from Sonic Frontiers. I like the head tilt on the figure. Thank you, Blue Bubble. I appreciate it. So these figures, they're meant to represent the physical toll that grief can have on us in a kind of abstract way. Which, once you get to the more abstract part, will hopefully come in a little clearer. But that's still a ways away. We still got a lot of work to do before we get to that point. This particular image that we're painting right now, I've had in my head for quite a long time. This particular female figure has been kicking around in my head, and I've been wanting to put it on canvas for a very long time. So I figure, why not do it right now? 'Cause I think it'll kind of fit the general vibe of these paintings that I'm doing right now. We need a little more yellow, a little bit of mellow yellow. Where's my reindeer at, Santa? They are in the stable, and I let Mrs. Claus handle them because I'm allergic. You're working on an animation with you in the background. It's not a problem, Redria. Not a problem at all. Hope the animating is going well. Love it when I leave for a while and come back to find the different streams have converged. Welcome in, Bill. Welcome in, Bill. How you doing? Okay. Let me get that off the screen. Thank you to Rain and Gray for all the singing. I appreciate y'all. Ooh, baking a cake. What kind of cake? What kind of cake? I love me some cake, so I am gelling. Eggless chocolate cake with a chocolate mousse frost. Oh, God bless you, Bill. That sounds absolutely delicious, and I am jealous. If you want to mail some up to Canada, that'd be great. I know it probably won't be food safe, and it probably will spoil on the way, but I think that's a chance. That is a risk that I'm willing to take. Because that sounds heavenly. So I was thinking about it the other day, and I think I've made mention on this channel just how much music means to me. Like just throughout my life, like how much I love music. I mean, I'm not unique in that way. A lot of people love music, but I connect to a lot of things through music, right? You could say that music is my love language, if you will. I don't know, that doesn't make any sense. Anyway, if you're wondering how to get because like I said, this show that I'm working on is all about grief and loss and coping with said grief and loss. And in case you're wondering how, well, not how, that's not the right term. In case you're wondering what the vibe is for this show, like if you want to get in the kind of the headspace that I'm at when it comes to the direction this work is going, I implore you to listen to 3 songs. 2 of them, especially, but 3 songs. And I say 2 of them because some of you might have conscientious objections to one of them just because of the genre of music, and that's perfectly fine. I don't expect everybody to listen to it, but I grew up with this particular genre, and I still enjoy it. Anyway, there is a song. I'll start with that one first, but there's a song called "Meantime" by BB and CeCe Winans, who are a gospel duo. But that's part of where my headspace is with this song, because basically the lyrics break down to whether or not we believe in an afterlife, when we lose a loved one, we kind of have to just keep on going. In the meantime, you know, we got to keep on just kind of living our own lives here while they're gone, which is unfair. But you know, it's a feeling that I experienced very heavily when my mom passed away. Right? Like I had to keep going. I had to keep living. I had stuff that I still had to do. Right? So that's kind of where that song was going. The other two, which you can abstain from listening to all of these, but you might have a conscientious objection to rap music, in which case you could skip this one. But another song is Kendrick Lamar's "Sing About Me, I'm Dying of Thirst," and that song, he basically tells the story of two people that he grew up around who lost loved ones, and kind of it's very much hinted at that they also, in the first or second verse, those people also lose their lives during the course of the song, just from, you know, general living life within, you know, the gang culture in Compton, California. You know, they're not particularly long for this world. And then the third verse, and this is the part that I relate to, Kendrick kind of sings about how he hopes that when his time comes, that he's done enough for people to sing about him when he's gone, right? So it's kind of that like whole mortality thing, right? Like, will people remember me? Will people remember how I made them feel and the things that I did for them? Which kind of plays into all this. And then the final song is Sufjan Stevens' 4th of July, which is kind of a conversation that he, whether it's fictionalized or not, it's a conversation that he had with his mother before she passed away, while she was in the hospital. You know, and the main takeaway of that song, I mean, the literal refrain of that song is, we're all gonna die, right? And like I said, this show, I don't want it to be framed only around the grief that you feel when someone passes away, because there are many different types of grief, but those are kind of the three songs that are constantly playing in my headspace while I'm working on all of this. So if you're interested, check them out. If not, you know, go ahead. Yeah, 4th of July is amazing. I got to check up on all this. Oh, Chitanda. I completely missed your lurk. Thank you for lurking. No problem. I'm glad that you were able to hang out with us for a bit. I always feel like somebody's watching me. Idea, you should do good photos of each piece and do a slideshow with a playlist associated. Interesting. Fully curated experience online. Some hardcore Tumblr shit. I used to have a Tumblr. It's still kicking if you want to go see it. It's called Stuffs and Things. Keep in mind, it's probably pretty cringy because I had that Tumblr when I was in university and stopped uploading on it probably in my final year of university. So, yeah. I'm going to take that as a compliment. Tumblr's coming back, baby. I'll definitely give the other two a listen as well. Yeah, I mean, yeah, for sure. And I mean, like I said, it's not going to be everyone's cup of tea, and don't feel obliged to go check them out. But if you want to kind of see where my headspace is at working on these pieces, that's where it's at. You know. I have 2 Tumblrs, and people have found my reblog only Tumblr. It's weird. Yeah, it's weird. People keep... Hey, Chrissy, thank you for the resub. Thank you very much. Just stopping in for a resub and lurk. Have a great stream. Thank you very much for the 5 months. It's very, very generous of you. You were too kind. Thank you very much. And thank you for the lurk as well. I always feel like somebody's watching me. Thank you for the lurk. Very much appreciated. And thank you for the resub. I hope you're having a fantastic day. But yeah, Bill, I actually, it's not quite along those same lines, but I've been saying for a long time that I would love to do a stream that will not get a VOD, in which I kind of separate the audio channels so that y'all can like listen to what I usually listen to when I paint. Like just put my music on shuffle, and then you can kind of get the full experience. Many years ago, I made weird fan tumblers for a few of my friends and never told them. I wonder if they ever found those. Ooh, that's interesting. Yeah, people keep adding like joining my Tumblr. It's every once and again I'll get an email and be like, "Oh, they followed you on Tumblr." It's like I haven't been on Tumblr in years. Why? I mean, thank you, I guess, but why? I really didn't have to start blocking in this shirt this early, but we're going to, I guess, because we're already here, so. Yo, Squid, welcome in. How are you? How are you? Hope you're having a good day. Okay. Okay, let's go back to the face. So I have to start deciding what we're doing. Kind of. Time to go finish up my mousse. Hey, thank you for the lurk, Bill. I appreciate it. I always feel like somebody's watching me. Thank you very much for the lurk. It's always good to see you, Bill. You always bring such good energy. I gotta say, I'm very appreciative of all y'all, because all y'all bring such nice, good energy into these streams. It really makes streaming for y'all a treat. It really does. You know? So I'm very appreciative of all of you. You know, very much. Okay. What do you think your favorite part of the painting process is? Ooh, that's a good question. I think my favorite part of the painting process is honestly just going for broke and hoping that things turn out all right. Just trying something completely new, trying something completely just off the wall and that I've never tried before, and just seeing if it works out. Um, I think that's probably my favorite part. Is just trying out new stuff, and seeing what sticks. And then the feeling, whether something goes wrong or something goes right, of like, ooh, well, that was a fun experience, seeing if that worked. I think that's my absolute favorite part. Don't mind me, I'm just cleaning this brush. With my soap. I'll show you guys what the soap looks like after. And the brush. But as you can see, we have our soap bar here, and we have a fairly clean brush that had oil paint on it with just water. So, it's pretty cool how that works out. We'll grab our rag here, wipe that off. And there we go. Clean brush that we used with oil paint that we just cleaned with water and soap. Like I said, you can only do that with water soluble or water mixable oil paint. You can't do it with regular oil paint. It won't work. I don't know. It might work. As far as I've seen, it doesn't work. But hey, it might work for you. Now, Blue Bubble, you're also an artist. What is your favorite part of the creation process? That's also extended to any other artists or any other creators in the chat. For me, it's either the very start where I feel inspired and energized, or near the end when it finally starts to look to be coming together. Ah, yes, yes. That last little bit, like you just mentioned, that's also very fun. When you're getting toward the end of a piece and it's all kind of coming together. Yeah, I like that too. Okay. How was the grant writing? Oh, it was good. It was good. I mean, very boring and tedious, but you know, got most of it done. Um, the deadline isn't still for a while, but I got most of it done, which is what I was hoping for. Because yeah, it is a very tedious process, but also a necessary one, unfortunately. This song kind of reminds me of the Celeste soundtrack for some reason. But yeah, thanks for asking, Squid. Yeah, it's coming along. Much like this painting, it is coming along. Oh, maybe I didn't want to go that dark. No, I didn't want to go that dark. I must say I do appreciate y'all being willing to go on this journey with me while I try something completely different than what we've done before. Okay, how does that look? That actually looks pretty good. Shit, I might do something weird and just let it stay here without messing with it too much more. But I'm pretty pleased with how that looks. Okay, let me switch brushes real quick, because now we got to work on some hair. Thank you, Blue Bubble. I mean, it's I guess it was a little fast, but we're not done yet. I mean, I'm probably gonna go back and touch up a bunch of the face as well. But we'll see. Am I working from imagination? I am somewhat working from imagination. Like, the entirety of the vibe that I want to get from this painting, like, I have in my head. Like, I know how I wanted the woman to be figured. Like, I knew the way I wanted her head tilt. I knew all that kind of stuff. I'm working off of a reference just for, like, color and, you know, for other elements, because I don't have too much practice actually doing faces. So I'm just kind of using it for reference. But in terms of the overall vibe of the piece and all that kind of stuff, that's, yeah, coming just kind of straight from my head. Because I've had this piece in mind, like, for a very, very, very long time. Like, for years. I've had this piece in my head. And it never really had a chance to come out until right about now. You do that a lot too? Yeah. Yeah. So now that I have a chance to actually get it out of my head, that's what I'm going to do. Yeah, reference for colors, yeah. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I'm gonna just walk across the room real quick and see how this looks from a distance. Okay, not bad. Not bad. It's a little weird, like, she's a little weirdly shaped, but that's okay. I'm alright with that. Because, like I said, I wasn't going for, like, super high realism with this. Especially with what's coming next. So we're actually in a good spot. Oh, it's my music stopped, which means it's probably like, are you still here? Yes. Yes, I am. There we go. Okay, I'm not doing too much detail with this part, just because of what's about to happen. So we're gonna do something a little unorthodox here. And hopefully it works out all right. But we won't really know until we do it. So I'm going to throw some blue in here, because why not? Okay, I think that's a good base. So I'm going to put my brushes down. And we're going to bring out our old trusty palette knife. Now this specifically is the part that has been in my head for ages. So that's a good start. I don't need this small brush for now, so we'll just throw that down here. I tried to zoom into the painting with the mouse wheel, like you're in my paint program. Hey, you know what? Let me do it for you. Let me bring this a little closer. There we go. Oh no. Well, I forgot the golden rule, which is to never actually like touch the clamp part of this stand. Ooh, thank you. Oh no, you dropped me. My apologies. I am a klutz. Hopefully no one was too injured in the fall. Okay. So we're going to go back to our palette knife. I am using a vinyl record. This is a new one, actually, because the old one, which isn't retired yet, this one here, this has the acrylic paint on it. But this new one I wanted strictly for the oil paint. So, we're going to throw that in there. Haha, there you go, Elle. That fantastic emote that Elle came up with for me, which I can't thank him enough. Twitch said I made 40 emotes this year. I'm not sure if I agree. Really? Oh yeah, because Twitch has got that like year in review thing, right? I'm not sure of the number, but I mean, from what I've seen, it's been quite a few emotes. Did I miss any messages? No, I didn't. Okay. Okay, let me take another look from across the room. See how this is coming. You know, it's funny. This is almost exactly how I kind of pictured it in my head, which I wasn't sure that was going to happen. Yeah. I might add some more just black striations down here, just to give it some variety. Oh, I don't mind you asking at all. So this series of paintings that I'm doing are meant to kind of represent the in sort of an abstract way, sort of the very abstract way, the kind of physical toll that grief can have on a person. So this one's like fairly visceral. Not all of them will be this visceral, but this is one of the more visceral ones that I've had in my head. But that's kind of the vibe that I'm going for with this. Oh well, thank you, Blue Bubble. I'm glad you do. This is wildly different from anything else that I've done. So I'm not sure how well it will translate, but I'm happy to have your vote of confidence so far. I'm not quite sure what I want to do with the rest of her hair yet, but I think what I might do just to give it a little bit more body is maybe I'll do away with this and just kind of like give her kind of like a bun or a ponytail or something. Just to kind of extend the painting backwards a little bit. So actually, let me grab up a reference of that real quick. A tight ballerina bun might work well. Yeah. Ballerina bun. Is this kind of for how about the how grief can hurt and weigh you down in the mind and physically? Yep. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. The whole premise of this entire show is basically exploring the depths of grief and the fact that grief isn't so easily handled, and grief isn't always one of those things that you get over very quickly. That it's a process that actually you might not even get over at all, to be honest. Because some people don't. They grieve these losses for the rest of their lives, and that's a natural thing, you know. Because we like to pretend sometimes that it isn't, you know, that someone who's been in the grieving process for a very long time, that, you know, it's something, I don't want to say like bad per se, but like we there's kind of, it's kind of, the messaging is kind of thrown at us that you know, grief takes a while, but eventually, like, you know, you get over it. And there's a lot of like artwork out there that depicts like overcoming grief, and if people are able to overcome their grief, like that's great, you know. But it's not one of those things where it's a guarantee that you'll be able to just get over it, you know. It's not that simple, you know. So that's what I kind of want this work to kind of portray. If I'm able to, you know. Okay, I think I'm gonna have to let this dry a little bit before I do. But honestly, like, there's not much more that I want to do to this other than like maybe just cleaning up some areas. But it's kind of looking exactly how I kind of pictured it. Like, there's some stuff that I do want to, like I said, I do want to kind of clean up, but that may not even need to be like a today thing. Let this dry a little bit and then go from there. But I am pretty I gotta say, I'm pretty pleased with how this is looking so far. I like the facial expression as it's more hurt and solemn rather than sad. It's like, even if you aren't crying every day, the grief will always be there. Yeah, I'm glad that came across. Yeah, because I didn't want to like a completely like viscerally upset look on her face, because that's not how I pictured it in my mind. Just more of like a subtle, like, yeah, this is just going to be stuck with her for a while, you know? Oops. That's not what I wanted. Yeah. Yeah. All right. So let me zoom out a bit and show you all. Actually, that's pretty much the whole thing. Yeah. Yeah. I'm pretty pleased with this, to be honest. Thanks, Elle. Thank you. Yeah, like I said, I'm probably going to tinker with this a little bit more. You know, but the basics of it is pretty much done. Which is what I kind of wanted to get down because, like I said, this one's kind of got a little bit of a deadline on it. But at the very least, we've got this. So. Like, there's just a few little things that I wanna tinker with. I believe you. I believe you, Bill. But how is Crystal a genius? I'm very interested in hearing this. I made a couple of loaves of brioche last week for French toast for her birthday, and there was about a half loaf left for today. Ooh. That's nice. Leftover brioche is very, very nice. Yeah, brioche is so good. So her idea was to hollow that half of loaf out and use it as a bread bowl for some clam chowder I got last night. You know what? She is a genius. That is a genius idea. That's an amazing idea. Huh. All right, y'all. I think like I said, there's going to be some touch-ups that I do between now and tomorrow, when I have to not submit it per se, but like I want to like take a photo of it and send it as an image to the curator, because there should be some ads going out pretty soon about the show. So yeah. So now I've got the innards of that loaf in the oven for croutons to put in the soup. There you go. That's how you do it. That's how you do it. Hey, thank you, Bill. Thank you, Bill. The very kind words. I appreciate that. But yeah, that's there's really not too much that I'm going to touch up, though. To be honest, it's mostly. I think this piece is almost done, really. But yeah, I'm going to let it dry just a little bit. And then kind of go over some of the spots tomorrow. Like I'm going to like define her lips a little bit more, define around the eyes a little bit more, around the nose, and define her hair, like put in some more like striations for highlights and all that. And then just kind of make the rest of it not so much match this, but just add a few more like more visceral elements to it. Yeah. Do I want crit or not let you work? I mean, I will always take criticism. Oh, this eye is... the light reflecting on this eyelid, that's just I thought there was something there, but no, it's just my oily skin. But yeah, no, I will always take constructive criticism. Especially since I'm not all that what do you call it? I'm not all practiced up on doing figure work, so yeah, by all means. The lips might also be a little too low for the angle. Oh, that's the second one. The shadow at the edges of her mouth are a little too dark, and the far edge of the nose is very soft, undefined. Ah, yes, okay. And the lips might be a little too low for the angle, but I don't know the photo you're working from. That's fair. Yeah, I can always raise the lips up a little bit. The photo I was working on kind of had it in this area, but I mean, I can always... That's the nice thing about oil paint, is I can just go over it and try it again. But yeah, so I'll lighten up those and define both edges more, like that edge and this one. Which I think leaving this overnight will like help with that, because the paint will be just a little bit drier. So, but yeah, thanks for the tips, El. I appreciate it. I very much appreciate. I always appreciate good tips. You know. Yeah, because I can always lift these up if I need to, and yeah. Cool. Yeah, those are. Now that I'm looking at it, those are good ideas. So, thank you, El. I think it looks boss, so don't let my suggestions take the wind out of your sails at all. Oh, believe me, I never, when it comes to my work, I never let someone take the wind out of my sails. I had a big problem with that when I was in university. But But now it doesn't. When I hear like good criticism, because the thing is, like, when you're an artist, right, you have to be able to have a good barometer of what's good criticism and what's not. And I feel like I've got a pretty good barometer. And I've also come to learn that, like, just because someone's criticizing your work doesn't mean it's bad. Doesn't mean that they think that your work sucks, which is kind of how they defined it when I was in university. Like, they would just rip a piece to shreds and be like, oh no, we like it. And it's like, no, you don't. But even if someone doesn't like a work, doesn't mean that their criticism isn't valid. But I've got a pretty good barometer now of like, when someone's giving good solid criticism on things that could improve it. So I know sometimes someone says something and the excitement can fade really fast. I threw out a whole novel once because someone got to me. That's fair enough. That's fair enough. But yeah, no, I do appreciate the comments, because that's gonna help. It's gonna help. You know. So yeah, don't worry. It didn't take the wind out of my sails at all. I very much appreciate it. Yeah. With that though, I think we're going to raid out, because I need to air out this room. I've got the window open, so my feet are freezing. Just so that the air kind of circulates a little bit more, to get some of this oil smell out of the room. I'm excited to see you working again. Thanks for the... Oh, thank you, El. Yeah, no, this past little bit's been very busy. But hey, not sure if you accept raid suggestions, but Illustrator Aether Obscura is online. Oh, cool. I actually have someone in mind to raid, unless they're gone now. Are they gone now? No, they're still up. It's someone who I haven't seen online in a while, so I want to raid into her. But I will keep that name in mind. As a matter of fact, I'll write it down. There we go. Aether Obscure, because I always like finding new people. So I'll probably go and check out their stream after we raid into the this next one. But we are going to go raid. Oops, let me spell that right. Rocky Road. Now, what are these numbers? 996. Yeah, they're doing some digital artwork. So yeah, should be a good time over there. I really dig their work. So hopefully you all do too. But yeah, with that, thank you all for joining me so much. Some thank yous, Chrissy and Gray. Thank you for the resubs. Really do appreciate it. Gray and Rain, thank you for the karaoke redeems, and Rain, thank you for the glug glug. Really do appreciate all y'all. And I appreciate Elle and Reezy for the raids. And thank you all for coming out. I really do appreciate all y'all. It's good to be doing this for you again. Especially something different, something drastically different, like an oil painting, you know, that I haven't done in a very long time. So the next stream, tomorrow I will be at an art show. So Thursday, we're going to do a Paper Mario stream instead of on Wednesday. On Thursday, we're going to do that. And then this weekend, probably Saturday, but maybe Saturday and Sunday. If it's both days, one of them will be an art stream, one of them will be Celeste, and if not, one of them will be Celeste, and then we'll be back to our regular schedule next week. But until then, let's go say hi to Rocky Road, and thank you all for coming in again, and we will catch you next time. All right. Bye, everybody.